I feel like I'm in a pretty weird spot and I just need to know if I'm the one who's seeing this wrong. I 30M have been dating my girlfriend 31F for the last 4 months. And honestly, it's been awesome. She's sweet, loving, and we just click in a way I haven't with anyone in a long time. We met at work, and right at the beginning, we both agreed to keep it on the down minus low. You know how workplaces can be. People get in your business, rumors start, and it just creates unnecessary drama. So rule number one was established. Nobody at work finds out. It seemed totally fair and logical at the time. The problem is, one of those coworkers is my best friend. Let me be clear. Sarah 42F isn't just some person I share a cubicle wall with. I've known her for a decade. We were in the military together. She's been my supervisor, my mentor, and now my coworker. She's the entire reason I even have this job. She's practically family. And the ironic part, from the moment she met my now Midas girlfriend, she was our biggest cheerleader. She'd pull me aside and say stuff like, "Dude, you two would be perfect together." So in my mind, she's the one person who should be an exception to the rule. But for my girlfriend, she's the one person who is absolutely non-minus negotiable. This is where it gets messy. My girlfriend is completely 100% against me telling Sarah that we're together. It's not just a casual "I'd rather you didn't." The moment I even bring up Sarah's name in a neutral context, my girlfriend gets tense and angry. She immediately accuses me of having Sarah on my mind all the time and has even said, "If you want to be with her so bad, you should just go be with her." It's insane. Sarah and I have never, ever had a romantic bone in our bodies for each other. She's a married mentor figure, and our dynamic has always been like a big sister and annoying little brother. Here's the part that's really starting to eat at me. My girlfriend has her own close friend, a guy 30M she also knew from the military. She describes him as being like a brother to her, and I totally respect that. She gets to tell him everything about us, our dates, our little arguments, how happy she is. She talks about how supportive he is, and I genuinely feel no type of way about it. I trust her completely, and am glad she has that outlet. But I don't get the same grace. She is her person, her trusted confidant who knows our story. Why am I not allowed to have mine? It feels like there are two different sets of rules in this relationship, and I'm just now starting to realize I'm on the losing end of both. I just want to share my happiness with someone who has been a huge part of my life, and I can't understand why that's being seen as a threat. So, this past weekend, I decided to try again. Things had been great between us. We were laughing and just enjoying the day, and I felt like maybe, just maybe, this was the right time to have a calm conversation. I waited for a quiet moment and said, as gently as I could, "Hey, I'm so happy with you right now. I just really want to be able to share that with Sarah. She's been rooting for me for years, and it feels wrong to keep her in the dark." I thought I laid it out perfectly. It wasn't about work. It was about sharing my joy with a friend. The change was instant. It was like a light switch flipped. Her smile vanished, and she just stared at me. "She's not ready for coworkers finding out," she said, her voice completely flat. Then came the accusation I knew was coming. "Why are you even thinking about her? Why is she always on your mind?" She completely freaked out. It went from 0 to 100 in seconds. Her entire argument was that telling Sarah would inevitably lead to work drama that would ruin what we have. This time, I didn't back down immediately. I took a breath and brought up her friend. "How is this any different from you telling your friend about us? He knows everything. You talk to him about me all the time, and I'm fine with it." I was trying so hard to keep my voice level, to make it a logical point, not an attack. Her answer just shut the whole conversation down. It's different, she said, looking away from me. I asked her how. It just is. That was it. No explanation. No discussion. Just a brick wall. I'm not gonna lie. That broke something in me. I just felt this wave of exhaustion wash over me. I threw my hands up a little and said, "Fine. You're right. Well, just keep leaving people I care about out of my life." Then, the words came out sharper than I intended, full of a bitterness I didn't even realize was there. The silence in the room was heavy. After a minute, she softened a little and just asked me to give her more time. But more time for what? It feels like she's just waiting for me to forget I have a best friend of 10 years. I'm starting to feel like this whole relationship is being carefully managed to make sure it only ever serves her needs and her comfort levels. And mine don't really factor in. And here's what I really think is going on. I don't believe for a second this is about Sarah being a coworker. That's the easy excuse. I think the real problem is that she's a woman. My girlfriend has mentioned before that she's dealt with infidelity in past relationships, and I think it's left her with some deep seated trust issues. Any close female friend is a potential threat in her mind. I'm trying to be understanding of her past trauma. I really am. But it's starting to feel like I'm being punished for something I didn't do. And my longest friendship is being held hostage because of it. And now we get to the part where I probably lose a lot of you. What my girlfriend doesn't know is that the secret is already out. My friend, Sarah, already knows we're dating. I told her a couple of months ago. I just couldn't take it anymore. I needed to talk to my friend about the best thing that had happened to me in years. And I broke the one rule my girlfriend had set. And you know how Sarah reacted. Exactly how I knew she would. She was absolutely thrilled. There was no drama, no gossip. She just gave me a huge hug and said, "It's about damn time. I'm so happy for you guys." Ever since, she has been the perfect secret minus keeper. She goes out of her way at work to treat my girlfriend just like any other coworker, respecting her wishes completely, even though my girlfriend has no idea Sarah is in on it. She's proven to be the trustworthy person I've known her to be for the last decade. But a new problem is starting to surface. Sarah is starting to get offended. She's been pulling me aside lately, saying things like, "I don't get it. I've always been her biggest fan. Why does she hate me so much?" She's genuinely hurt that my girlfriend sees her as some kind of untrustworthy threat when all she's ever done is root for both of us. So now I'm stuck in this impossible situation where I'm trying to manage my girlfriend's anxieties while also trying to reassure my best friend that she's not the problem. It's a mess. Look, I know I'm in the wrong for telling Sarah behind my girlfriend's back. I betrayed her trust, and I feel guilty about that every single day. I own that completely. But I was just so tired of feeling like my friendships didn't matter. I couldn't stand not being able to tell my closest friends about the woman who makes me so happy. What's the harm in me wanting the world, or at least my little corner of it, to know that this is my girl? All I want is to feel the same pride and openness she gets to have with her own friends. So I guess that's why I'm here. I'm at a total crossroads. The lie is eating me alive, but confessing it feels like it would cause a catastrophic explosion. How can I possibly convince my girlfriend to let me be open about our relationship with my friend, the same way she is with hers? How do I get her to see that her past trust issues are poisoning my present happiness and damaging one of my most important friendships? I don't think her problem is that Sarah's a coworker. I'm convinced it's that she's a woman, and I have no idea how to fix that.